Yo, what is up guys, it's FullySpaced here and welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be looking at 15 interior design ideas that I've kind of created and took inspiration from. And then we just have them all lined up here ready to kind of show you guys what I've built and see if you can get any inspiration, or maybe you want to use some of these design in your builds, feel free to. But yeah, let's start off with the first build here. This is a small little kitchen design. So we're going to start off with a smoker that has a trapdoor you can open with smoke coming out. This is done by a campfire underneath. I believe it only works in Java version, so those who are having issues with this, I'm not sure why they've only made it for Java. It seemed to be, last time I done a video with that idea, it just didn't work on any other version other than Java, which kind of sucked. Then we got this trapdoor connecting up to the little sink area here with a hook for like a tap. We've got water in there. We've got an invisible item frame with a sword for like kind of a knife. And then this banner here with just some stripes down it, purely for like a tea towel, so you can kind of wash your hands once you've used the sink. Storage underneath, we've got free storage above your head. Obviously we've got a little extraction fan there too. Two windows on the outside here, so you can just look outside, and obviously you can see flowers from the outside. If you would to build this, you would probably need to layer up your walls twice, as I'm using the barrel backwards, so it gives this nice tone. So laying up your walls twice would look a lot better, otherwise you're going to see the barrels on the outside. So it's really up to you how you want to kind of do that. If you would just like to keep it one, your build one thick, then I would probably just scrap the barrels out, maybe add some strips spruce in there instead. Next up is a simple little bookshelf design. Simple, two barrels underneath. Fill the top, above that with two bookshelves on each side, and then just go around with some trapdoors and cover that over. Nice and simple one there. Next up is a TV design. So what I've done here is got some stairs on the bottom, put some slabs next to those like so, and in the middle we've got a trapdoor. Then we got 6 black concrete here. You can use wall, you can use whatever. And then next to them we got the, I believe, lodestones, and then invisible item frames with the buttons. You don't actually need the invisible item frame with the buttons. They still kind of look like speakers, but it's just a better effect to have it like that. And then encase it with trapdoors to kind of fit it into this like TV frame that's kind of been stuck in, and it's one big unit. So that's already a nice little TV design there. You've obviously filling it in the back of it and everything with, you know, a wall in that will look so much better than having it standing in the open. So yeah, this is just a, well, it's not really a little TV design, it's quite large. But yeah, next up we have a little computer design here and a desk. So we've got stairs on each side. In the middle we've got a trapdoor. On top of that trapdoor we have a pressure plate. We have a one item frame in the back to kind of get in the one square size one, just to look like there's something on the monitor. A mouse here. In the back we've got a mixture of bookshelves and barrels, a lantern here, a scaffolding here with a pressure plate on it for a little stool, and then just some trapdoors to create this little shelving unit. Another little shelving unit for our next one I just created here. I'm using a mixture of barrels and spruce planks for the floor as well, so you can actually store stuff in those. Then we've got some barrels down there to store stuff in, a mixture of spruce and strip spruce up on the sides here, and then bookshelves down the middle. Then just connecting up with some trapdoors at different heights. The only shelf you can really place things on is the middle one, but it does give off a nice effect. If you wanted to, you could raise these up so you could actually place them on the bottom. You can kind of move them around so you can have things here, there and everywhere. So it's kind of up to you what you do with that, but it's just quite a nice little corner design for when you're building in your house. A nice little place to fill in a corner, really cheeky. Actually looks really nice for how little it took to build. There is barrels in the background that give this nice effect, so it is quite a cost heavy on the wood side if you're going to build that. Next up here is another little computer design, more of a modern one. Some bookshelves on the side. On top we got a pot with a sapling, scaffolding with a weighted pressure plate on, quartz stairs, and then a quartz slab in the middle, stone pressure plate, stone bottom, painting, end rod here with a pot on top. Simple one there. Just makes for a nice little like kind of a little lantern. So yeah, nice little design there, simple one. More of a modern day one. A lot of these are kind of, you know, a few of these are modern and a few of these are kind of mixed between. Next up is another little bookshelf design. So we've got two kind of pillars here of bookshelves. On the top we've got a layer of barrels for storage. Hanging off that is a lantern, a pot with a sapling. We've got some bookshelves in the back here with some backwards barrels, and then I've got some sea lanterns underneath these as well because they produce light. So if I break these, there is still light down here, which is a nice thing. Trapdoor do actually allow me to kind of hide things and keep light, but I may be a shaded thing, so I'm not too sure on that. You might have to keep out for that one. This was just a little kind of tip. So terracotta can like be placed. So if you get a bit of terracotta, it will look like this. And if you kind of follow it around, you can create these nice little patterns using terracotta. You can use them for the floor designs. So I was just kind of showing that terracotta is actually a really nice, useful floor design. You can use it for carpets and things like that. It's something I don't use enough, and I think I should definitely be using it a lot more, because these carpet designs look really cool, and I didn't actually know they were like in the game too much. I knew obviously terracotta's a thing, but I don't use them as much as I should. But they definitely do come up with some nice little carpet designs, so just throwing that one in there to kind of refresh your memory there. Next up, you can have some little indoor bamboo plants here. So what I've done is just surrounded bamboo with the jungle trapdoors, and on top of the bamboo has string just to stop them growing, and they will be stuck at the height. You can barely see the string, especially on these lower ones. You can see them more here, because when you kind of miss the quartz, it goes to that, so like the white doesn't blend in. So obviously with a full wall, it'll be a lot harder to notice unless you hover over it and you see the hitbox. And then I've just got these plants on the side purely for decoration. Next up is a simple little table design. It's just a massive glass table, 4x4 wide. In the middle, we just got this nice little water thing here. If you want to, you can knock all of this under the table, fill it with water, maybe make a little aquarium down under there. Just a really simple table design. And on top, we got some carpet as well. Just so you know, not looking through the table, it's still an actual table, but from a distance when walking towards it, you'll see the water, and it will look really cool. Next up, little shelf design. So we've got we got a load of, a wall in the back here, and then so I've gone up by 2, and on the second block here I've gone to the top of it, placed down these trapdoors, so they are the iron trapdoors. Then I've got a bit of carpet in the middle here. I've got a sea lantern on this side and a head this side. This allows you to place the carpets across the top, creating this nice little shelving unit. And then obviously just throwing in some little plants there to kind of spice it up and make it look just that a little bit better. Next up is another little kitchen design here, so this is more modern. So what I've done is I've got a normal block with cake on it, I've got a cauldron with a trapdoor in front of it and a hook, little loom there, banner with a loom effect on it to create the tea towel. Then I've got 2 hoppers here with campfires underneath them, with invisible item frames on top, with discs on them to look like kind of stove tops, and then they go up into a little extraction area here, which is created by 2 hoppers going inwards, block with a chain hanging off it, and then a lantern, some storage above as well. Just a nice little simple quartz kitchen design, but playing around with these little stove units was actually quite fun, and then something that I kind of figured out today that you can create those. So that was a new learn for me, that one right there. And next up, small little design for kind of a desk, for example. Just 2 barrels on the end, then 2 slabs, then a trapdoor in the middle, then just fill in a pot with a sapling and then a leaf block on top of that. For anyone wondering why my leaves are so bushy, I am using Gem's Better Leaves Resource Pack, so just take note of that. And then I've got a lantern there as well. For the final 2 designs, they are small lectern designs. So this one's like a bookshelf with a little candle in it, and then obviously we've got a lectern here, so you can kind of read your books and get your books out and things. And then there's some backwards barrels here for storage, nice little flooring there. And then surrounding this is some trapdoors, and then it's pretty much the same over here. You've got a full back wall of bookshelves, 2 barrels in the top left and right, lantern in the middle, pot with sapling on this side here, so we've got 2 backward stairs facing into the trapdoors, and then obviously lectern in the middle. You could put a trapdoor in front of that too if you wish, but I just kept that one plain, and then some storage underneath. So yeah, that is 15 interior design ideas. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content, and feel free to comment down below what you'd like to see more of on this channel. So yeah, see you all soon. Peace.